Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a portable power station. This is a mid-range power station where you have about 500 watt hour of capacity, and it has a 500 watt output. It's still very limited on what you can use, and obviously the amount of time that you can use those 500 watt appliances as well, but it is a mid-range. You can get the bigger brother of the same company, HOPWINN Apollo 1000, which gives you 1 kilowatt output and also 1 kilowatt hour capacity. So this one is around £500 mark. So as usual, my video is not scripted, so if you find my information useful, don't forget to share, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to open this, show you what it does, and also test it with a few appliances I have lying around. For me personally, I want to use a portable power station to power my PC for emergency, and also if I want to do off-site laser engraving. So I hope that this will power my PC and as well as my laser engraver, so I can do laser engraving at a market store, for example, without having to plug into any wall sockets. At 6.5 kilograms, it is not the lightest thing on the market, but at the same time, you have to understand, if you want the power density, then it will come with the price of the weight. Now inside this box, you got your foam cushion. It's amazing how lithium battery technology allow you to pack so much power into a small unit. I remember in the old days where you have the emergency car starter, it weighs a lot more than this, and it only power a 12 volt device for maybe an hour or so. Plastic casing, a nice big handle across. You got digital display in the front, two 3-pin socket because I'm in the UK, but wherever you are, you will get a 2-wall socket. Okay, so front of the machine, you got your 2 wall sockets. Each of them is 500 volt output, but I'm not sure if you can use both of them at 500 volt. I'm going to test that out and see what's the real world output. You got USB port right here. You got one of them which is QC3 quick charge. 9 volt 2A, and then you got the 5 volt, and then you got the USB-C out as well. On this side is your input, so you got the solar power input. This one will accept anything from 13 to 26 volt, but the voltage really limited you to a low power solar panel. In the middle right here is your DC output. So you got 12 volt output, you got 4 of these pin sockets, and you got a car cigarette socket in the middle as well. To turn it on, all you need to do is press the power button. It's fully charged at the moment, and then you can switch on the DC side, you can switch on the AC side, and it is ready to go. On the side you have the air vent, which helps to move air around the inside. Because it's an inverter inside, and when it is fully loaded, it will create a lot of heat. On the bottom right here is, say, factory reference A5. Capacity is 520 watt hour. And you got a couple of instructions here about how to take care of the unit as such. And that's about it. Basically, it's a very, very big power bank with the inverter to convert the battery into 230 volt and 500 watt output power. So you got the power brick to charge the power bank. So you plug this into your main socket and plug this into the input right here, and that helps to charge up the lithium battery inside. And the power brick itself, this one is rated as 6 amp at 15 volt. So basically this is about a 90 volt power or 100 volt power. So it will take about 5 to 6 hours to charge up the capacity battery inside. It also comes with a car cigarette socket adapter to change it into your normal 12 volt pin adapter. But it doesn't come with any adapter for your solar panel. So you really, I think, so you will have to make your own one out of the DC cables that you might have. Instruction booklet And I don't think I have missed anything, so I think that's it. It's a relatively simple unit. I guess you call it plug and play. You just plug in the appliances and it should work. Alright, so now I'm going to test the machine with a different appliance that I have and see what works and what doesn't. So let's start with those small appliances that I have lying around. So let's start with this. Let's start with this portable heat. Well, portable. Let's start with this hot air gun, which is rated at 300 volt. So I plugged it in. I'm going to switch it on, and it works. If I turn off the AC, it doesn't work. So basically you need to turn on whatever you want to use. For example, DC side and AC side. If I turn on the AC side, and it kicks in. Now, if you haven't seen my previous power station video, this is rated at around 300. So this is accurate. So this one passed the test. Okay, so my glue gun now is nice and hot. So if I do need to, I mean, I do have a battery operated glue gun anyway, but just for testing wise, I'm just testing with a glue gun plugged in for you guys. So it does work. Now the next part is the tricky part, because it's a bit of a wire jungle, because it's a big setup. So let me hold on to the plug. Now this plug here supply electricity to this socket, and you can see all this socket is at the moment filled up with power devices. I have a mini PC, which is right here at the back. So there's my mini PC, there's my speakers. And over here you got my laser engraver, some LED lights inside, and they are plugged into this socket right here. I got an air quality monitor, the low power stuff, and I got a air pump, air assist for my laser engraver. So my dream is to be able to power this whole standalone unit with just the Apollo 500. Let's see if it works. Right, I'm going to put it back down because I can't hold on this and do testing at the same time. I'm going to push this into this socket right here. Now it's a shame because it doesn't tell you what power draw at the moment, and lots of the power station on the market will actually tell you what your power draw is, but that one doesn't. So, but never mind. So I just plugged it in, the monitor just showed me a logo, so I know that should be working. And I'm going to just turn on my PC from the back here. It's only a mini PC, so it shouldn't draw that much power anyway. If it is emergency, I would have plugged in my phone and I just hotspot my phone with the power from this. It does look like it's working. Alexa, turn on laser. Okay. Okay, so we went into a bit of a problem right here. So as soon as I turn on the laser machine with my remote control socket, the PC turned off. I'm not sure if it is because there is a power struggle. The next hurdle will be switching on the laser head, because that will draw more power as well. Okay, so it's going to be a bit noisy, but I'm going to take it off the stand just to show you one more time. So one socket extension powering everything on this bench at the moment. So I've got my mini PC, which is connected to the laser engraver right here, and there's the air pump, which is the air assist, plus some lights and some fans running as well. Hopefully it works. Let's press the start button. So laser is now working. Now bear in mind that I don't have an extractor fan right now, because my extractor fan is run on mains as well. Actually, that could be my next test. Alright, so the engraving is finished. So it does what I want it to do, which is power my computer and my laser, so I can actually do some work externally without the wall sockets. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but on the display it's showing about 50 volt, just the laser on its own, which is inactive. Okay, I've got my setup ready. I'm going to fire the laser now. Okay, so it's showing at 150 volt. So still plenty of headroom for other devices that you might need. I think we should try and max out what it can do and see if the active protection actually works. Remember, there's two wall sockets right here, so I'm going to plug in my heat gun, hot air gun. At the moment it's drawing 100, around 100 from here. I'm going to draw another 300 from the other side. Nope. So something happened right here. So as soon as I turn on the 300 gun here, and then the another maybe 100 or something over there, so that's still within the 500 that they say it will work, but everything stops. Okay, this time I'm going to repeat the test, but I have my hot air gun connected to the same socket. Let's see what happens. So now it's drawing 360. So let it run for now. Okay, same appliances, but running on the single socket right here. The heater is on, the computer is on, the laser is on. At the moment it's drawing 360. Okay, and now I'm going to start the project again and see if it crashes. So watch the power. 400, 430. So on the emergency, you can use your hot air gun, you can use your laser, you can still use your computer, and battery indicator didn't drop at all. So at 350 volts at the moment. So let's reduce that. So in an emergency, I think this will happily power my workstation right here. Okay, you know what, I feel a bit bad because it does feel like cheating, because my extractor fan is running on the wall socket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug my extractor fan right here into the socket right here. So at the moment the laser and the computer drawing less than 100 volt. So I'm going to plug in my extractor fan. So let's say this is really a power cut and I have no power in the house whatsoever, and then I'm running on the extractor fan on the socket as well. So this one now powering everything here, including my extractor fan over there, which will take the exhaust outside. So I can still work here. It will be a bit dark, But with the LED light with the screen on, I'm perfectly safe. And I should still have another like 100 or 200 volts to play with. And of course, you don't have to use it like an inverter to power your wall socket device. You can always use it to charge your phone. Now this one here, because it's 500 watt hour, you can charge your phone many times. This is one big power bank. Basically, you just use your lithium battery, convert them into whatever DC output or AC output that you need. But as a mid-range power bank, they do miss a lot of feature. So you can't see in real time how much power you are drawing from the portable station. You have to use one of these plugs to tell you what you are using. There is a couple of reasons why you need that function, because you want to reserve as much energy that you have for more critical usage. For example, when I'm lasering the keyring, so the extractor fan and the air assist do add to the overall usage of the power. I can switch those off or at least tone them down to the minimum which is required to reserve the power so that I can have more life out of the battery here. If I need 250 volts to run my laser engraving business, this will only last for 2 hours. Even if there is full sun outside and the solar panel is fully pumping 100 volts in there, I'm still using 150 volts, which will prolong the life of the battery before it runs out. It will never let you allow to run 100% flat. It will have a safety margin of 10%. So you can only charge it up to 90 and only dispense up to 10%. And then it will automatically cut off. That is just how they protect the battery itself. But bear in mind that this is only a mid-range portable power device. I mean, at 6 kilogram or 6.5 kilogram, I can lift it with one hand easily. You can have it in the back of your car. At the moment, there is no magic. If you want more power, you have to pay more money, almost double. If you want a 1 kilowatt output, they do make one, but you have to pay about £1,000. It will be substantially more heavy as well. So those are more like a home backup rather than portable device. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I can't wait to see you next time with more interesting gadget. Bye bye.